Welcome to yourPrimetimeSports.com.
You're killing me.
I'm Dave Grim, and this is Clifton Garmrath. Next to me, you can't see us yet. You may in a few minutes. We are live.
I can step back.
Yeah, but see, there we go. All right, I'll do that. We are live from Rector, Arkansas for our first basketball broadcast of the season. And we have a battle of the Cougars tonight. The Rector Cougars and the Izard County Cougars. And we've got a doubleheader for you. Girls game first and then the boys game.
Think Izard County's ever been on internet TV?
I don't think either one of these schools have ever been televised before, so we may be making history.
Well, I'm going to be quite honest. We're still into football. I've not studied much on basketball. This is our first basketball game. But
and it's our first televised ball game, too.
Our first televised basketball game.
This.
That's correct. You had Coach Dean on the talk show last Saturday morning. But I don't know much about either one of these teams, but I would think that Coach Dean's team's going to be ready to play.
And the records of these teams, they've already been playing a little bit. The girls game is first, and the Izard County Lady Cougars come in with an 0-1 record. They've played one game. They lost that game. And Rector, the home school, the home team here, have played two games, and they won them both. They're 2-0. And then we've got the boys game coming up for you after that. Our first basketball televised broadcast ever on yourPrimetimeSports.com. Speaking of basketball, I had a chance to sit down and visit with Meadowlark Lemon.
The legend.
The legend from the Harlem Globetrotters. Now on the Harlem, he's not young. He's not a spring chicken.
He's 80.
And he's still, well, I wouldn't, he didn't, he told me.
No, I looked it up.
I know, he told me not to say that on the air, though. You just blew it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope he's not watching.
Well, you can pull it up on Wikipedia.
That's true. Wikipedia has his age.
Wikipedia or Wikipedia.
Yeah, and I asked him during our interview, I said, can I say your age? And he said, you don't know my age. So apparently they have it wrong, too. Or at least that's what he'd like for us to believe.
So we have another Satchel Paige.
Yeah.
We don't know his
real age. Yeah. But anyway, I spent some time with him yesterday, and I'm going to have that full interview for you Saturday on Double G Sports Talk Saturday as the very first edition of our new Legends series that we'll be bringing you as often as we can.
I was telling Coach Boland called me this morning on my way to West Memphis, and I was telling him about you created this Legends series. He thought that's a great idea. I was bragging on you too.
Was he jockeying to be one of the legends?
No,
of the Legends series?
No. Maybe 30 years down the road, maybe, but not right now.
Well, and
he didn't even ask me.
I've already got the next one lined up too. For a week from Saturday, we'll have Dick Clay on, who is the name, or at least was the name, in Northeast Arkansas sports broadcasting. For decades, he was the sports director at KAIT, and he's also done outdoor shows and fishing shows and all kinds of shows, and we're going to have him, and that'll be a live interview. That won't be a recorded interview like I did with Meadowlark Lemon. That one will be live at Batten's a week from Saturday. In fact, what was you going to say?
No, go ahead.
I was going to play, I have a 1-minute clip of the interview with Meadowlark Lemon I was going to tease people with.
Well, hang on a minute before you do that.
Go ahead.
I want to thank your lovely wife for the courtesy tickets.
Oh, yeah, we got to go
to a banquet last night and have dinner and eat some good food at Piggott and visit and be around some fine folks. And so anyway, it was a nice treat. I enjoyed it. I didn't know if I was tired. I didn't know if I'd have fun, but I had fun.
And it was a benefit for there's a ministry in Piggott that was receiving the benefit of that banquet. And, of course,
that flag sold for $300.
I know. I saw that. He signed an American flag, an Oval Office replica flag, and he signed it, and it sold in auction there last night, for $300.
That's pretty good.
And, of course, he's going to be playing in a charity basketball game. Him and the Harlem All-Stars will be playing against a group of local All-Stars. Well, this game's about to get underway. I better switch over. They're going to be playing against a team of local All-Stars Saturday night at Paragould High School, 6 o'clock. Tickets $15. This game about to get underway. I got to get in a basketball frame of mind here, Clifton. And plus, it's going to be a lot harder for me to keep score on this than it would be on football. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I'll try. Unless you want to do it.
Well, pull it over here. I can do it.
Okay, let's see. I can only go so far. Right there's about it. You see the buttons?
Yep.
Okay, we're underway. Izard County controls the tip, and they have the ball up front. And now it's going to be stolen away right away by Rector. I don't have to do near as detailed play-by-play calling. Three-pointer right there for Rector's number 12, Kendall Gunn. You can see what's going on, so it's not like I have to do radio play-by-play anymore. It's going to take me a little bit getting used to that, too. Izard County with the basketball now. They work it inside. It's going to be stolen again. Jump ball is going to be called. And the arrow, I think that's wrong because Izard County got the tip. They forgot to change the arrow. Rustiness here in the first game or early games of the season. So Rector basketball. They lead it 3-0. And they have the basketball. Kristen Smart up top, dumps it down low. Back up top it goes. Still trying to learn the names for you. Over in the corner, back up top, that's Smart. Now down on the low block, turnaround jumper will not go in for Vanessa Jones. Battle for the rebound. Jones comes up with it, goes back up with it, still not going to get it to go. And it's going to be Izard County on the rebound. Both these teams are the Lady Cougars, folks, so I'm going to have to stick with the school names so that you don't get confused, and neither will I. From the paint, the shot goes up and in for ICC. Kelsey Fry makes the bucket. It's 3-2. You're awfully quiet over there.
Well, I'm trying to get in the frame of mind myself. I just drove in from West Memphis. What a nice move.
Couldn't get it to drop. It's rebounded by Izard County. Close game here early. 6:25 remaining in the opening period.
Dave, whose roster do I have here?
That's for the boys later on.
Oh, okay.
Izard County with the ball, high post. They kick it back out. Kelsey Fry up top with the basketball. Being guarded closely by Kristen Smart. Now she gives to Gross. That's Michaela Gross. Gross works her way in and puts it up, and she is fouled. She will go to the line and shoot a couple.
I was wondering if a whistle was going to be blown on that.
That's the first foul of the ball game against either's team. First foul of the season on yourprimetimesports.com.
I went over to talk to Coach Dean when I walked in to ask him to come up and talk on the show after the basketball game. He declined kindly because he has to rush right out of here and head down the road to Marmaduke because junior high girls are playing in a tournament.
That's right. The invitational tournament, the junior high tournament at Marmaduke this week. We talked to Coach Ritchie about that on Saturday. It's a traditional junior high tournament they have there every year. Both free throws good for Gross, and now Izard County has claimed the lead, 4-3. Rector with the basketball. Smart kicks it in the corner. Thought about the three and thought better of it. That's Ellis who works it inside, and it draws a foul. Ellis will go to the line to shoot a couple.
I'll tell you one thing, that popcorn sure does smell good.
Yeah. We're in that, it's that time of year. For the next 5 months, we're going to be smelling lots of popcorn. First free throw, no good. Still 4-3. Of course, we've got a scoreboard on the screen there that you can see. It's 4-3 Izard County. Both free throws missed.
Our scoreboard is sponsored by the Big Top Flea Market in Paragould.
All the way to the other end of the floor, and on the fast break, they could not convert it. Rebounded by Rector. Gunn kicks it over. Rebecca Scott. Now she works it inside. The shot is going to go up and in for Vanessa Jones. And the lead has been claimed once again by Rector. Batted out of bounds on the inbound. It'll still be ICC basketball. The press is on, and now they're going to back it off a little bit. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Rector. Izard County will inbound.
Wide open.
Oh, yeah, underneath the basket. Shot goes up, and she missed it. And it's going to be pulled down by Rector.
2 layups that Izard County has missed the last 2 times down the floor.
Smart drives in, puts it up, and the call is going to be against Izard County. I thought that she might get called for a charge on that.
No, she turned her body.
So 2 free throws now for Kendall Gunn. And she missed the first one. That's 3 missed free throws in a row for the Rector Lady Cougars.
Now I listened to some of the talk show from Saturday morning.
Missed them both. And rebounded by Izard County. Go ahead.
Who is their big player? Is it Gunn?
For
Rector?
For Rector. It's been several days since I interviewed the coach, and I've slept since then. So
okay.
I can't answer that without going back and watching it again.
Bad question.
And it's stolen inside by Izard County. Back and forth we go here. It's still a 5-4 Rector lead, and she pushed off and then lost it out of bounds. They're going to call it out of bounds and not a foul, but she lost it out of bounds trying to push off on her defender. That was Kelsey Fry who lost the ball for Izard County. Now Rector has it. And driving down the left side of the lane and putting it up from the paint, no good. Anna Blackshare, but it's rebounded by Rector. They're going to try again. Three-pointer, good. Kristen Smart makes it 8-4, Rector. Izard County with the ball stolen away. Stolen by Gunn. We're going the other way again. Gunn on the run. Gunn to the rack. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Izard County. Plucked out of the sky by number 24 for Izard County, Lauren Jones. That shot won't go for Izard County either. It's going to be rebounded by Rector. And they're on the move. And they're going to call a charge that time. Planted in front of her was Kelsey Fry. And it'll be Izard County. She's slow getting up, too.
Our cameraman's struggling down there keeping up with the play here.
And he can hear us, too. He's right next door. I don't have those mics plugged in because we didn't have enough plug-in space. But I'm sure he'd have a word or two for you if he had a microphone. He's grinning right now. Izard County basketball. They're too fast, he says.
Well.
That's the name of the game in basketball.
Nice
Shot
block.
partially blocked and plucked out of the sky by Rector. Rebounded by Blackshare. We're going the other way. Rector basketball. Smart. Now up top it goes. Blackshare. She drives in. Puts it up from the paint. That one's blocked. She got her own rebound. And now that shot will not go for Vanessa Jones, and it's going to be Izard County rebound. Got a boys game right after this one, folks. We're just getting started. Izard County with the basketball. Number 4 for ICC is Jordan Sherrill. She loses it, turns it over, throws it away inside. Now the other direction, double dribble. Football game this Friday will be Paragould at Blytheville. Live on yourprimetimesports.com.
Good save.
Saved inbounds, yeah.
Number 5.
Oh, you don't have a roster, do you? That
No,
was Blackshare saved it inbounds. And she has the ball right now from the high post. The jumper good. 10-4 Rector. Opened up a 6-point lead. Going the other way fast. Izard County.
Well,
transition.
Rector was caught asleep right there.
Lauren Jones on the other end of that play makes it 10-6. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Smart. Kicks it up top to Blackshare. Blackshare for 3. Can't get it to go off the back of the rim. No good. It's going to be plucked out of the sky by Gunn. Now she'll fire up a 3. Got it. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It's now 13-6. And a foul on the way back down the floor committed by Rector.
Well, you either have to let her go around down the baseline or cut her off. You just can't run right beside her body to body because they're going to call that every time.
13-6 the score. Rector Lady Cougars lead it by a touchdown. Izard County Lady Cougars with the basketball. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Izard County. Now here comes Blackshare. And from the corner, Gunn can't get that three-pointer to go. It's going to be rebounded by Izard County. Going the other way is Jordan Sherrill. Sherrill waits for help. Gross looking inside for somebody open, and it's going to be thrown away. Lauren Jones popped out of there. She wasn't open inside. She popped out. She didn't pop out fast enough. It went out of bounds. Now here's a three-pointer on the way. It's not going to go for Smart. It's going to be tracked down by Rector. Gunn tracks it down. Now she puts up a jumper that will not go. And Izard County comes down with the rebound. Alex King pulled it down. Now it's loose. It's still going to be Izard County basketball. Jones kicks it in the corner to King. Now down on the baseline, and there was nowhere to go for Cheryl. She's going to have to put it back up top. Gross checking out the Rector defense. Now they drive in. It's going to be picked off again.
Well, she tried to kick it outside to number 23, and it was knocked out of the air.
From the paint, Gunn puts it up and in. We're down to 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's 15-6 now. Rector. Izard County going the other way fast and got a layup out of the deal. That's Gross with the layup. Now down under 7-6-5. Rector with the ball. They're going to try and get a shot off. They do. And it's a three-pointer. And there is the end of the quarter. 18-8. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Rector leads it on your PrimetimeSports.com.
You get big-time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bed, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Bed does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. The second quarter underway. Izard County with the basketball. They are down by 10, 18-8 to the Rector Lady Cougars. And that's going to be a travel. She shuffled her feet.
A lot of turnovers in this game, but it's early in the year, and we're working the kinks out.
That's why you have a non-conference schedule, so that
Yes,
you can
sir.
work those out by the time you get to conference play. Rector with the basketball. New player in there for Rector is number 3, Jonna Lopez. Now over on the left side, another new player whose name is not even on my roster. We'll have to figure that one out.
Rector stripped that ball away as she was going up. I'm not sure who got
Remind
hand on it.
me, I got to figure out who number 21 is. She's not on my roster.
For Izard County
For
or
Rector.
For Rector, okay.
Rector basketball. King gives to Cheryl. Now Gross. Now left side. Lauren Jones back up top. Now three-pointer on the way. It's not going to go for Gross. Offensive board put back up and in by Alex King. 7 minutes to go in the half here. At halftime, I'll find out who that number 21 is if I can. That's a good layup right there. Black
Yeah,
shirt.
let's look at that again.
Well, the replay's not set for basketball.
Oh,
It's
is
set
it
for
not?
football. Yeah, we'd be waiting all night for that to be a replay. I'll have to reset it.
Oh.
It's a timing issue. See, it just now played it.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, well, now you know. It's Rector basketball. 20-10, they lead it.
So you set it for basketball?
Yeah, it'll have to be different timing
I
set
see.
for basketball.
I see.
Things happen a lot
I own
faster.
the company, and I don't even know what's going on.
There's a shot from the high post that will not go, and it's rebounded by Izard County. They are down by 10. They've got the basketball with 6.5 to play here in the first half. And you know what, Clifton, I like being up top better than being down on the floor. a lot
this
better.
Is a great view.
Well, not only that, but I can stand up to broadcast, and
Sure.
I can't do that down on the floor. I'd be in somebody's way. That one is missed and going to be tracked down by Rector. And Blackshear spins and puts it up from the paint. It will not go. Offensive board tracked down by Brittany Fair. Now that shot won't go for the mystery number 21. Offensive board. That one's not going to go for Lopez. Another one finally goes in. Brittany Fair.
Too many opportunities for Rector there. Izard County has to do a better job of blocking out and getting the rebound.
Izard County basketball. Down by a dozen now. Alex King for three. And it's short. And it's going to be plucked out of the sky by Brittany Fair. And she's got it going the other way for the Rector Lady Cougars. Up top to Blackshear. Blackshear for three. Got it. You're getting good at that scoreboard over there.
With what I've seen tonight, you cannot leave Blackshear wide open.
Nope, she'll hit it.
Get a hand in her face.
You're getting good at the scoreboard thing over there.
Well, it's not really a hard job. I think a first grader could do this.
Well, that's why I was kind of worried about you.
Oh, yeah.
Izard County basketball. Down by 15 now. Rector's really starting to run away with it here in the second quarter. And we've still got the boys game after this one. There's a whistle and a foul going to be called against Rector. Not very many fouls called in this game. There are now 5 against Rector and only 2 against Izard County.
They've let them run and play.
All the way up top, the basketball goes to number 23, Hannah Doty. And now she gives to Fry. Fry running the offense for ICC. Now from the free throw line, that jumper's not going to go. It's going to be pulled down by Rector. Jones pulls down the rebound. That's Marla Krenzer. First time we've called her name out. She brought the ball down. A whole bunch of new players in there. Cheyenne Ellis. And now in the paint, we've got a foul on the floor.
Coach Dean obviously has 9 girls over there, so he has a pretty deep bench, where Izard County is they only have 4 on their bench.
They only have 9 on the whole team.
Yeah. So he can afford to run a few in and out, especially with a 15-point cushion.
And in the paint, that's going to be picked off by Caitlin James, and Izard County has it going the other way. And James gets it in the paint, nowhere to go with it, kicks it back out. Now three-pointer on the way. It's not going to go, but it's going to be tracked down in the corner by Izard County. Doty chases that one down, kicks it back up top. Fry will reset the offense. Now they work it inside. It's going to be last touch by Rector, it looks like. I thought that was last touch by Izard County. Apparently they disagree down on the floor. They work it in the corner. She thought about shooting that three-pointer. She thought better of it. Now she drives in and puts it up, and she lost it out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by Rector again. Down to 4 minutes left here in the first half. Fry puts up a long two-pointer. That one goes in. She was about a step and a half inside the three-point line on that one. 25-12 the score now. Rector still with that 13-point lead. Nice lead. And now they draw another foul. And that is only the 4th foul of the game called against Izard County. So neither team
and that foul
has a
was
bonus.
on Fry on Izard County, number 15.
Number 15, that's correct.
I'm trying to memorize these as you're calling them out.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
We need to carry around a portable copy machine.
Yeah.
Do they make such an animal?
I don't know.
Left side of the floor for Rector is Cheyenne Ellis. Now back up top it goes to Lopez. Now there's another new face. Harmony Brown, number 45. And back up top it goes to Marla Kranzer. All new names out there on the floor right now for me to learn. I love it when that happens. Now they work it down low and into the wrong color jersey's hands. It's going the other way, Izard County basketball. Down low it goes, shot off the paint, and this time it draws a foul.
Caught her on the wrist.
Lauren Jones will make her way to the free throw line. And that is the 6th team foul against Rector. So we're going to see free throws the rest of the half when Rector commits a foul. First one's good. (25-13). She got them both.
Well, one thing for sure, if they get into a free throw shooting contest, Izard County can hit theirs.
Oh, they're doing a lot better from the line than Rector is tonight. Now it's Rector basketball from the corner. That three-pointer well off the mark and rebounded by Izard County. And they're going the other way fast. And from the paint, that shot goes up and in for number 35, Caitlin James. And they're back to a single-digit margin, 25-16. Rector with basketball. Up top it goes to Lopez. Now Ellis. Now in the paint. Shot up and in. For the only starter still out on the floor, Vanessa Jones.
And she just came back in the game.
ICC with the basketball now. That's Fry driving in, and she puts it up and draws another foul, and she's going to go back to the free throw line.
And I believe that's going to be on, what's 25's name?
That's Jones.
Jones, yeah.
Yes, and that's her third foul. She's going to take a seat. There's another player waiting to come in right now. First free throw, no good. Two players being replaced right now. Lopez and Jones. Replaced by Blackshear and Brittany Fair. She got the second free throw, makes it a 10-point ball game. Down to 2:15 remaining here in the first half. Spin move down low, and I think somebody might have got a hand on that one.
It is a nice spin move.
Yes, it sure was. Spin moves doesn't score points, though.
No.
And that three-pointer is missed. Back and forth we go after the missed buckets for each team. Blackshear dumps it down low. Wrong color jersey comes up with it. We're going back the other way. Over on the right side of the floor, Cheryl brings it to the top. They're just doing a little pick and roll thing up there at the top. Now a three-pointer is way short and out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. Yep, first basketball game of the season, and our next one will be 1 week from tonight. And I don't have it in front of me. I can't tell you who it is, but I do know we're going to do basketball on Tuesdays. And when football season is over, we'll have it on Tuesdays and Fridays. In the corner for Rector, the three-pointer is good. Kendall Gunn. 70 seconds remaining here in the half. 30-17 Rector. ICC basketball. In the corner is Lauren Jones. Barely gets it back up to Gross. Gross up top. Now in the far corner to Cheryl. Now driving down the right side of the lane and missing everything is Lauren Jones. It's going to be picked out of the sky by Rector. Going the other way, under a minute, down to 40 seconds and counting. Three-pointer, Blackshear, got it.
I believe that's three-pointers in a row, isn't it?
Sure is. 33-17 now. Rector opening it up again. ICC with the basketball. They're going to get her for a push on the way down the floor. They got her in that spot a while ago, too.
ICC cut that to 9 points, and within a matter of 3 trips down the floor, Rector has a 16-point lead.
We're in the bonus, 1-1. At least Izard County is. Front end of the 1-1 is good for number 24, Lauren Jones. .22 seconds remaining in this half. She missed the second one. It's a live ball. It's going to be pulled down by number 12. These are not in numerical order. That's Kendall Gunn. There. Easing down the floor. 10 seconds left. Dumped it down low. Shot up and in. Brittany Fair. 5 seconds left in this half. And they won't get a shot off. The halftime score, Rector 35, Izard County 18. So we are going to take a break during halftime. It's going to be about a 10-minute break. And when we come back, we'll bring you the second half right here on YourPrimetimeSports.com. Welcome back to YourPrimetimeSports.com. Halftime, Rector, the home team, Lady Cougars, leading the visiting team, Izard County Cougars, Lady Cougars, by a whole bunch. That's a 17-point lead, 35-18. And the third quarter about to get underway here. And we've got another one after this. We've got the boys game coming right after this. Most of the time, about 2/3 of the time when we bring you basketball game broadcasts, it will be a doubleheader, girls then boys. There will be a few single night games. There's one triple header during the course of the season that we'll bring you from right here in Rector. Later on I believe it's in November, we'll have the Greene County Tech Lady Eagles playing here and then both Rector squads playing here. So we'll have a triple header for you that night. It's on our schedule. You can go through and look for that on our schedule at YourPrimetimeSports.com. We are back underway. Rector Lady Cougars get the ball to start the second half, and they score right away. Waste no time whatsoever. That was Kendall Gunn. I found out the mystery of the number 21 jersey, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. Izard County basketball. Three-pointer on the way, and it's not going to be good, and it's going to be an offensive rebound, put back up and in. Number 23, Hannah Doty. There were two number 22s on my roster, and one of them should have been number 21, and that was the problem, and we've solved that problem, so we now know who's who. Gunn with the basketball. Three-pointer, no good this time, and it's going to be tracked down by Rector. That's Caitlin Essman, number 22. We had said she was Cheyenne Ellis. That was wrong. That is Caitlin Essman. And now it goes down low. Will not go in. Rebound, Izard County. Number 21 was Cheyenne Ellis, and that was the issue on our roster. Foul on the floor. First foul of the half. And they have not cleared out the fouls on the scoreboard from the last half. Maybe they just added to it. Now they got 9 fouls up there on the board. I hope somebody corrects that. Izard County basketball. And the beauty of TV is I don't have to tell you every single thing that's going on like I do in radio. You can see it. It's in front of you. Number 24 is it is Lauren Jones, and she has it down low. Now she loses it, picked off, going the other way. Kristen Smart picks it off, and she has it, sprinting across the timeline, down the other end of the floor, kicks it back out. Three-pointer on the way, good. Rebecca Scott nails that three for the Lady Cougars of Rector, and it's 40-20. Out of bounds, last touch by Rector. Apparently, was that only a two-pointer that she hit?
I guess.
Here comes Clifton. That shot is good for number 23, Hannah Doty. Makes it 40-22. And back the other way, that layup's not going to go in, and Doty pulls down the rebound. Was that pizza good?
Pretty doggone good.
Back and forth we go after the missed shots, and that one's pulled down by Vanessa Jones. She's in there with 3 fouls right now. And that one's picked off. Boy, they just turned it over left and right, back and forth. Izard County basketball. Gross, and boy, those whistles come through our microphones really well, don't they?
Real loud. Can you imagine when we do a game that we have a packed gym and the crowd's really loud?
Or and not only that, but if we're down on the floor broadcasting. Right now we're up high.
And we will at places like Wynn.
That's right. Rector basketball, right side of the floor, it's Gunn. She's going to fire up the three, and she got it.
Gunn is not afraid to shoot.
She's got a gun, doesn't she?
Yep.
43-22. You had to know that pun was coming.
Only from you.
It's a broadcaster's tool is puns. They work it inside, and still trying to work it inside. They're going to kick it back out. Hannah Doty.
Izard County's having trouble catching their passes.
The free throw line
Nice,
jumper goes in.
Nice turnaround jump shot.
Kelsey Fry, 43-24. Now it's Rector basketball. Smart loses it. Now it's loose. It's going to be a jump ball. Izard County will get it on the arrow. There's a reason why. We talked about this with Coach Dean on Saturday. There's a reason why Rector is getting to play basketball so early. Their football team is defunct for the next 2 years.
Right. Yeah.
And it was
That's
out
good.
of bounds,
That's a
last
good
touch
call.
by Izard County. If you want to see that conversation with Coach Dean, you can go on our video archives and watch last week's Double G Sports Talk Saturday show.
Actually, it's a single G.
It was that day. Well, you were on for the first 10 minutes.
I was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And then you went to Forest City.
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
Turned out great.
Good.
Got a great email this week from Dr. Eccles thanking me. And turned out really good.
Rector basketball. Smart has it. Now Gunn. Gunn for three again. Got it again. Lighting it up. 46-24.
I'll be in Wynn this Saturday, Dave.
Get more pictures for the basketball magazine for the 5A East.
But I won't have to leave the show early.
Oh, good. That shot was an air ball plucked out of the sky by Smart. Rector basketball.
Coach Jones called me last week, the head boys basketball coach at Wynn, and we moved it back because of ACT. He had some players wasn't going to be there.
That's right. Traveling violation called against Rector. It'll be ICC ball. We're approaching the fourth quarter. We're now 3:25 remaining in the third. And a reminder for those of you who are rusty in basketball like we are, 30-point deficit in the fourth quarter means mercy rule. And we're approaching that if it stays on track. And she got that one to roll in. Did it count? No.
She did a little jump, stop, walk.
Yeah, she traveled with a basketball. It'll be Rector basketball with a 22-point lead. Boys will play next. Same two schools. Right side of the floor, that's Gunn for three. Again, they left her open, and this time she didn't get it to drop. But you'd think they'd stop leaving her open by now.
Mm-hmm.
Jump ball on the rebound. Arrow pointing at the home team, the Lady Cougars of Rector. Now they work it in. Gunn puts it up immediately, and she's fouled. She's going to go shoot two.
She's fouled by Farmer, isn't she? Number 22.
That's correct. Fallon Farmer. In and out, no good on the floor. She can make those three-pointers in her sleep. She can't get that free throw to drop.
And the whole Rector team has struggled at the line tonight.
Wow. She missed them both. Now three-pointer on the way for ICC. That one's short, and it's going to be rebounded by Rector. Loose ball. Rector still comes up with it. That's Gunn. Now Jones. Now Rebecca Scott. In the corner. Here's a three-pointer from somebody other than Gunn, and she got it. Caitlin Essman.
With the fist pump.
The Tiger Woods fist pump there. There's a three-pointer. That one's good. Fallon Farmer. Back and forth we go. 49-27. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Another three-pointer. Gunn got it again.
I'd like to know how many three-pointers Gunn has.
52-27. One of these days we'll have a production team that will be able to keep up with all that kind of stuff. And rather than just us two keeping the scoreboard and the instant replay and the rosters and everything else.
10 years from now we can say we built it from the ground floor.
That's true. Rector basketball, 1:42 remains here in the third, and they lead big, 25 points. If they can get 5 more points on the board here in the next 90 seconds, the clock will not stop in the fourth quarter. Lopez being guarded closely now, drives in, kicks it back out. Blackshear. Now she dumps it down low. Back up to Blackshear from the paint, shot up, won't go. Izard County with the rebound on the
smallest girl on the floor comes down with a rebound.
Kelsey Fry, and goes the length of the floor and gets fouled on the other end.
You couldn't even see her. She was surrounded. How'd she get that rebound?
I don't know, but she's going to get to shoot 2 now because she went all the way to the other end and got fouled on a shot. With 1:11, a minute 11 remaining here in the third. Missed the first one. But she gets the second one, makes it 52-28. One minute left in the third. Rector ball. She kind of just slung that up there. It looked more like a pass at the basket rather than a shot at the basket. Rector lucked out and got the rebound on that deal. And now that's
good
a foul.
Down low pass over the top.
And Lene Haley will go to the line for the Rector Lady Cougars and shoot a couple with 50 seconds remaining in the third. You know that scoreboard has said half this entire third quarter because I forgot to switch it right there. See? Silly me. That's something we're going to have to remember. First game bugs, we're working them out.
That's your job.
Oh, you're running this. Okay. She got one free throw, missed the second one. 53-28. It's 53-28.
Well,
that's okay. 38 seconds remaining here in the now 30 seconds left. Izard County working it around, trying to find a shot. There's a long three. It is a three. And it's good for number 32, Paxton Washington. 53-31. 10 seconds remaining in the third. And a shot from the paint for Blackshear. Makes it 55-31. 4 seconds remaining. Back and forth. Last shot of the quarter is going to be blocked.
Good block.
We will take a break and be back with the final quarter of our first game in this doubleheader right here on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Make the switch now to no-fee banking.
First National Bank provides me with totally free checking, and as a business owner, that helps keep my customers satisfied.
At First National, there are no fees and no hassles. Express yourself by choosing a debit card that fits your personality.
I switched my bank to First National because of no monthly debit card fees. Are you ready to switch?
First National Bank, the working bank for working people. Member FDIC.
Let us show you how easy switching can be.
Welcome back, yourprimetimesports.com, the final period of our first game in the doubleheader. And it's been all Rector. They lead the Lady Cougars of Izard County 55-31. ICC gets the ball to kick off this final period. And they work it down the baseline. That shot goes up and in for Kelsey Fry. They're trying to keep the mercy clock from coming into effect. They're staying within that 30 points. It's 22-point lead right now. 7.5 to play. That's Cheyenne Ellis in the corner for a three. It will not go. That's the player whose name we got wrong, or didn't get at all, rather, in the first half. So if Cheyenne's mom and daddy is watching, we got it right now.
Good move.
Yeah, from the paint. That one's blocked, though, and plucked out of the sky by Brittany Fair. Now it's Rector basketball. Blackshare being guarded very closely by Fry. Now they work it down low to Fair. Now inside it goes. Shot up off the glass and in for Lene Haley. 57-33. And with 6.5 minutes left to play, the lead is 24. ICC with the basketball. Doty tries to drive in, dribbles off her own foot, picks it up, and then flings it up in the air. It's going to be plucked out of the sky by Rector. Blackshare loses it, but luckily enough, Lopez is there to pick it up. Now back to Blackshare. Down in the corner it goes to Fair. Inside
Good
it goes,
pass.
and another under the basket shot. This time it will not go for Haley. Rebound put back up and in by Fair.
Well, that was just an excellent pass at the top, knowing where your teammates at.
They stop play just for a minute to get some of these subs in. And they know this game is, the officials know when a game is pretty much a foregone conclusion, so they'll break protocol and stop to let these substitutes get in. 59-33. Izard County basketball. Doty is fouled on the baseline. She's going to get to shoot a couple after that one. Foul-free second half. 2 against each team. Now 3 against Rector. She got the first one. 59-34. And she got them both. 5.5 remaining in the ball game. 24-point lead for Rector. I was hoping to see a lot closer game for our first basketball broadcast ever on your Primetime Sports television. Maybe we'll see a close one in the boys' game. Three-pointer on the way, and it's not going to go. And it's a foul on the rebound committed by Rector.
Both of our first have been blowout games. Our first game we did was CRC ever, and our first televised game here.
Yeah, and that was CRC playing up against a Division I school, and they it was not pretty. Picked off by Ellis. Ellis goes the length of the floor, puts it up, can't get it to go, and it's going to be rebounded by Izard County. And out of bounds, it goes back to Rector.
If I remember correctly, it was 106-44.
Yeah, it was something very along those lines, and it was not pretty. It was, and it's hard to call a game like that too. And it was radio, so I'm having to tell them everything. They couldn't see it. They didn't want to, I promise you. It was ugly. Down low, Ellis couldn't find the seam, brings it back out. Lopez, now Blackshare. Now Lopez thought about the three, dumps it inside, and back up top it goes. Blackshare from the paint. Nope. Rebound, put back up and in. Haley. And now the lead is 26. That's the largest lead of the night for the Rector Lady Cougars. That long two-pointer's not going to go for Doty. It's still going to be tracked down by Izard County. Now it's loose, and Ellis picks it up. Ahead to Blackshare. 4 minutes to play. Blackshare off her own foot, gets control of it. Kicks out to Ellis, three-pointer. It's off. And out of bounds. Every whistle, every horn, everything comes through these microphones. You can hear it
loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Lady Cougars of ICC with the basketball, trailing by a bunch, 26 points. And up top, that three-pointer is going to be short and out of bounds. The games, if we do everything right, will be available on our video archive channel. You can find the link for that on our website, yourprimetimesports.com. That's a new player in the game for Rector, number 2, Grayson Crancer. I said her name once in the first half. It's out of bounds, last touch by Rector. 3:18 left in this one. Boys coming up next. The Rector Cougars hosting the Izard County Cougars. Not very often we have two schools playing each other with the same mascot, but when we do, we got to use their school names a lot so that we don't confuse folks.
Which is the mascot most used in the state of Arkansas?
I'm thinking Bulldogs, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. Do you know the answer?
That is either 1 or 2. I cannot remember. I seen that poll, and I think Bulldogs is right.
Well, I'll have to look that up. That's a good question. Rector with the basketball.
Might want to do the top 10 on
Might
that
be
day.
Tigers is going to be in there in the top 5, I bet. I'll look that up.
You might want to look that up and post that on your primetime.
Coast to coast for Fry. 61-37 now. Ellis with the basketball. Now over to Crancer. That's 2 Crancers on the floor. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Marla Crancer is 14 and Grayson Crancer is 2. Now Ellis from the corner, way off. 2 minutes to play. We will have Rector on again. Good three-pointer. And that was number 22, Fallon Farmer.
They're just not going to be able to reach that 30-point plateau.
Doesn't look like it, does it? 61-40 the score.
Nothing. Well, I used to go to ICC. So I'm just here.
That's coming through on the mic.
Yeah, when I was little, till 6th grade.
Rector with the basketball. And a nice baseline set shot for Ashley Arnold. 63-40. You know, I had to turn your mic off. These things are picking up well in here. That whole conversation would have been broadcast out. Three-pointer
There
good.
wasn't nothing wrong with it. There's a little Fowler girl from BIC.
Oh, yeah?
She's over here watching the basketball game.
That's the older of the two Fowler
No,
girls,
that's the
right?
younger.
Oh, is it?
The older is still in college, I believe. Maybe a senior this year.
Cheryl made that three-pointer to make it a 20-point game. That one's not going to bounce in. We're under a minute left to play. 50 seconds in this first game. We'll take a break in between the games while we prepare ourselves for the boys' game. And that free throw line extended jumper would not go. Half a minute to play in the ball game. Rector cruising to the victory, 63-43. Maybe Izard County will add something to their total here before the end of the game. Fry tries, but she can't get it to go. She's got it in the corner. She tries a three-pointer. That one won't go. Going to be tracked down and out of bounds with 11 seconds left to play. It'll be Rector basketball. Our scoreboard.
I'm
okay.
working on that.
There we go. 63-43. 5 seconds left to play in the ball game. It'll be Rector inbounding it probably just one more time. Up top, they fire one off, and they got it to go. It was just a two-pointer.
And that was the young lady that came in the last few minutes. What's her name, number 2?
Yeah, Crancer. Ooh, that's a loud buzzer.
She is in the books.
Grayson Crancer got the final bucket, makes it 65-43, the final score. We're going to take a break in between the games. It's probably going to be anywhere
Playing a little
from
football music.
Yeah, I can hear the Notre Dame fight song right now. Anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes in between the games, depending on how much time they throw up there on the clock. So we'll take a break too, and when we come back, we'll bring you the boys' game. ICC at Rector on yourPrimetimeSports.com.